topic is identifying and evaluating potential losses. Right? So identifying and evaluating potential losses. Okay. So this is the most effective in risk management. Okay. So here you are having some of the steps in the identifying and evaluating the losses. Okay. So again these are risk management process and the objectives. So what is the first step? So first you have to identify the risk. So here also same. Okay. So first one is the risk identification. Risk identification, you have two types of factors, that is the internal and the external factors, right? Internal and external factors. The risk identify both the internal and the external factors. Okay. So what are the internal factors? Means it is the operational process, technology and the human resources. Okay. So in this operational, technology and human resources, you have to identify the risk. Okay. So these are the internal factors. This is inside the organization. Okay. So next the external factors. Okay. So what are the risks we have to identify from outside? That is the regulatory changes. Okay. That is if a market changes, technology, environment, these are come from the outside. That is the regulatory changes, economic fluctuations and geopolitical events. Okay. So these are the external factors. Regulatory, economic, market risk. Okay, so these are the basic common different types of risk. Okay, so next we have to categorize the risk. Okay, so what are the different types of risk? That is the strategic, financial, operational and the reputational risk. Okay, so these risk also helps to understanding and evaluating the risk. Okay, so write risk categories. So finish this one. So write. So write risk categories. Categories risk into different types. Categories risk into different types. Such as strategic, operational, financial and reputational risk. So these type of risk also helps to understanding and managing these types of risk. Okay, so this is the risk identification. Finished up. So next second one, right? Risk assessment. Second point, risk assessment. Okay, risk assessment. Okay, so that is first you have to identify the risk. Next one you have to assess the risk. Okay, that is you are having the two types of risk assessment. So that is quantitative and qualitative risk assessment. Okay, so that is also already PISA. Okay, so that is the what is meant by quantitative risk assessment. What is the difference between these two? So that is quantitative means that is you have to identify the risk, etc. So next you have to evaluate that. So here when in this another type, so that is you have to mention in numbers. Okay, there is the for example data point. Next how much money how to spend. Next what is the rate for the particular risk. So that is you have to mention in the numbers. Okay, this is the qualitative risk assessment. Okay, so these are the two types of the risk assessment. So first write each identified risk. Each identified risk occurring each identified risk occurring and potential impact it could have on the organization. So that is you are having two types of risk assessment. Okay, that is the quantitative and qualitative. Okay, so next is third point, right? Third one, quantitative analysis. Third point, quantitative analysis. So quantitative analysis, okay, for the example data analysis, okay, so already you identified based on the data you have to analyze that, okay. Here you are having two types of analysis, that is the data analysis and another one is the financial models, okay. So below write data analysis, next financial models. Data analysis and financial models. So first one is the data analysis. Okay, that is first we have to gather the relevant data. Okay, so for example, you are doing one research. There is example employee absenteeism. Now, so related to the employee absenteeism, you have to collect the data, etc. So that is the data analysis. Okay, that is you have to collect the data that is to the relevant historical data. Okay, so next one you are analyzing the data. So next financial models means that is based on the data analysis. That is have to fix. That is you have to reduce the cost or increase the cost, reduce the losses, increase the profit. That is also you are analyzing. Okay, so this is the quantitative analysis. Next, fourth one, right? Qualitative analysis. Qualitative analysis. So next is the fourth one is the qualitative analysis. Okay, that is where you are having two types. That is the expert judgment and the risk ranking. So expert judgment. Okay, so based on the analysis you are in the judging. Okay, so that is continuously you gain a profit means it is in there. So what is the reason? After next year you have to give how much. Okay, so that also you have to analyze that. Okay, so next risk ranking. Okay, already you identify the risk. So next you have to categorize that. Next you have to give the rank for the risk. Okay, so for this is so mostly in the not all the risk are not in the eliminated. Okay, so most of the risk are in the present. This is the common risk. This is then also you have to analyze and give the rank for the particular risk also. Okay, so that is also you have to should mention in numbers. Okay, so this is the top 5 or top 10. That like you have to give the rank for the risk also. Next one, risk mitigation strategies. Risk mitigation strategies.